Sit with me a while longer, for the role you carry is noble, yet heavy. I see the burdens you carry in your heart, concerns about raising your child well, fears of failing them, or perhaps of not doing enough. These worries, child of the present, are not signs of weakness, but proof of your love. And love, when guided by wisdom, becomes a powerful force in shaping a life. Let us speak then of how to parent with virtue, without fear, without regret. First, teach not by words, but by example. The child watches, even when you believe they are not paying attention. The example you set, whether in quiet humility, steady patience, or noble courage, will speak louder than any lesson you try to impart through speech alone. A parent who preaches patience but often loses their temper plants confusion in the child's heart. But a parent who models patience in the face of frustration plants understanding. Ask yourself, what do I show them in the way I respond to life's challenges? What do they see when I face conflict or when I make mistakes? Your daily actions, the habits you form, are your child's first teacher. Teach them the virtues you value by living them. Let them see you solve problems without panic. Let them see you admit when you are wrong. Let them see you treat others with fairness, even when you are treated unjustly. A parent who lives virtuously gives their child a compass, not a map. The compass points them toward the path of virtue, even when the road is winding. Your child will not always follow the straight path, but they will always know where true north lies. In the moments you falter for, you are human and will falter. Do not hide your failure. Let them see how you recover, how you learn, and how you grow. For a lesson in humility is just as important as a lesson in strength. Second, prepare them for life, not just for comfort. I know your instinct is to protect them. You wish to guard them against pain, shield them from failure, and smooth the rough path ahead of them. But understand this, a child who never falls will never learn to rise. Comfort is a warm blanket, but too much of it weakens the spirit. Do not rob them of the lessons that hardship teaches. Instead, guide them through discomfort. Let them experience failure, but be there to help them understand its meaning. Let them make mistakes, but guide them to reflect on how they can grow from them. As Epictetus said, difficulties show what men are, and so it is with your child. Their character is not revealed in moments of ease, but in moments of trial. Prepare them to face life's inevitable storms, not by eliminating the storm itself, but by teaching them to sail through it with steady hands. Encourage them to seek out challenges, to embrace failure as a teacher rather than an enemy. When they struggle, do not rush to rescue them immediately. Stand by their side, but let them wrestle with the difficulty. Let them discover their own strength. When they succeed, do not lavish them with rewards. Praise their effort, their resilience, and their integrity. Teach them that success is not measured by the prize, but by the growth earned along the way. Third, discipline with love, not anger. When your child disobeys or makes mistakes, do not rush to correct them with harshness. Anger is a flame that burns all it touches. Be cautious with it. Discipline is necessary, yes, but it should be guided by love, not frustration. Before you speak in anger, pause and ask yourself, am I correcting them for their benefit or simply to vent my feelings? If it is the latter, be silent until reason returns. Correction that comes from love seeks to guide, not punish. Explain to them why their action was wrong. Let them reflect on the consequences. Be firm, but always leave room for forgiveness. Your role is not to break their will, but to shape their understanding of what is right. A child who is disciplined with love learns self-respect. A child who is disciplined with anger learns fear. Choose wisely what you wish to teach. And remember, there will be times when your discipline does not seem to bear fruit immediately. Be patient. Seeds do not sprout overnight, but with time, they grow deep roots. Trust in the process. Fourth, let them see you as human. Do not create a mask of perfection. Children do not need perfect parents. They need authentic ones. When you make mistakes, acknowledge them. When you feel sorrow, show it. When you are overwhelmed, allow them to see that you, too, are human. This does not mean burdening them with your struggles. It means teaching them that imperfection is not a flaw. It is a condition of life. Let them see that resilience comes not from avoiding failure, but from learning how to rise again. Say to them, I am still learning, just as you are, but I am committed to improving every day. They will remember this long after your words have faded. They will carry your example into their own lives, understanding that growth is a lifelong pursuit. Let them witness your quiet courage in moments of uncertainty. Let them see how you lean on others when needed, and how you stand tall when the weight of life feels heavy. They will learn that strength is not the absence of vulnerability, but the acceptance of it. Fifth, teach them to value what truly matters. The world will pull them in 1,000 directions, promising them happiness through material things, popularity, and recognition. You must anchor them in something deeper. Teach them that external success is fleeting, but internal virtue lasts a lifetime. Guide them to find joy, not in possessions, but in the simple things. The wisdom of a good conversation, the courage to face fear, the justice of treating others fairly, the discipline to do what is right, even when it is hard. Let them see that a life lived according to virtue will bring a contentment that cannot be bought. Remind them often, who you are matters more than what you have. Do not deny them pleasures, but teach them moderation. Show them that happiness is not found in excess, but in balance. Teach them gratitude, not entitlement. And when they encounter failure or rejection, teach them to find meaning within, not validation from others. Sixth, love them, but do not possess them. Here's the hardest truth of parenting. Your child is not yours to control. They are not clay for you to mold endlessly. They are a seed you have planted, but they will grow according to their own nature. Love them, yes. Guide them, yes. But understand that their life is their own to live. Let them make their choices, even when you do not agree. Let them learn from their own mistakes, even when it pains you to watch. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Your child's choices, in the end, are outside your control. Love them without attachment to the outcome. This is the purest form of love. When they succeed, celebrate with humility. When they fail, comfort them without judgment. And when they grow into adulthood, release them with grace, knowing you have given them the roots they need to stand tall. Lastly, be the gardener, not the sculptor. The sculptor imposes their vision upon stone, carving it into a predetermined shape. The gardener, on the other hand, nurtures what grows naturally. Be the gardener. Water them with patience. Nourish them with wisdom. Protect them when necessary, but know when to let go. Trust that the roots you've helped them grow will hold, even when you cannot see them. A gardener does not force a plant to bloom. They create the conditions for growth. So too, create an environment of love, respect, and guidance. Trust that the virtues you have sown will take root and flourish, even if you do not see the fruit immediately. Let me leave you with this prayer, one not of perfection, but of progress. Great reason of the universe, grant me the wisdom to guide my child with patience, not haste, with love, not anger, and with humility, not pride. May I teach not through my words alone, but through the example I set in how I live my life. When my child stumbles, give me the strength to lift them without carrying them, so they may learn to rise on their own. When they face failure, may I remind them that failure is not the end, but the beginning of growth. Let me love them without the chains of possession, allowing them to become who they are meant to be, not who I wish them to be. Give me the courage to let go when the time comes, and the faith to trust that they will find their way. And when I falter, as I surely will, may I forgive myself and try again. For parenting, like life, is a journey of learning and progress. Let me walk it with grace. May I live with wisdom, may I teach with love, and may I parent with virtue. Amen.